is here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And out of the gun, Tannehill. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
2 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
The ball carried by number 37.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tannehill. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing on first down. Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Lining up for the
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
On the play.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 21-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Rolling to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Jones on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself
and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
New York.
On first down, Tannehill. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Tannehill throwing again. This short throw caught by Goddard. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. He's got daylight. The 40. 30. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
28.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is fielded at the 7. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent,
it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Check 9, check 9. Check 50, check 50. Right there. Slam.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on second down. Throwing, Jones. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
To the ground and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
On the deep ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 42. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slam.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Jones now on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right, and this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Flush to his right, and he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Jones, going to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been... The headliner. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. This short throw caught by Goddard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Tackle made right at midfield. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Jets.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down by Alexander Johnson.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones. Off play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Man open left side, it's Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again is Tannehill. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Josh Allen. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Off play action. Jones eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This game is all but over after that last fourth down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you... almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. The 20. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They give him a gain of 37. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create gap.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Tannehill's pass.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I got you. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's make these big people.
Now Tannehill. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Tannehill.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Tannehill's pass.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New York.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Tannehill.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Right here. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Covered by Jamal Adams.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
We got a plane to catch.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.